Mix Mornings.
According to the Curry County Sheriff's Office, deputies responded to a scene at 4:20 a.m. Saturday morning on New Mexico State Road 77 between Curry Roads G and H. The investigation determined that a 2002 Chevy Silverado was traveling west on State Road 77. The Curry County Sheriff's Office reports that after passing the intersection of Curry Road G, the vehicle left the roadway and traveled into the ditch where it rolled over. The driver was identified as Juan Areza Jaramillo, 21 of Clovis. Areza Jaramillo died at the scene of the crash. The investigation into the cause of the crash is continuing. National indicators are showing that following two bad seasons in 2017/18 and 2018/19, the 2019-2020 flu season could be the worst since 2003. Nationwide, 3.5% of patient visits reported through the U.S. Outpatient Influenza-like Illness Surveillance Network were due to influenza-like illnesses. This percentage is above the national baseline of 2.4%. This percentage is above the national baseline of 2.4% for the fourth straight week, according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. New Mexico State Police is alerting New Mexico residents of a phone scam that preys on the emotions of family members. Reports show that victims of the phone scam are told their relatives have been kidnapped. Scammers then demand money, threatening to hurt their loved one if they don't receive it. If you receive this call, please say to hang up and make contact with the alleged victim. Do not provide any identifying information and do not agree to pay ransom. If you believe a real kidnapping is happening, call your local law enforcement immediately. The trial for the state lawmaker accused of driving drunk is scheduled to begin Monday. In June, Senator Richard Martinez was charged with aggravated DWI and reckless driving after rear-ending another car in Espanola. Martinez's two-day trial is slated to start today in Santa Fe. If he's found guilty on both charges, he could face a maximum of 180 days in jail. The U.S. Justice Department announced last week that more than $3.8 million is being awarded to state courts as well as county and tribal programs in New Mexico. Officials say the grants will help law enforcement officers, emergency responders, and treatment professionals coordinate their response to overdoses. The funds also will provide services for children and youth affected by the crisis and will strengthen adult drug court and veteran treatment court programs. With more than 130 people dying from opioid-related overdoses every day, the Justice Department says fighting opioid addiction has become a national priority. In all, more than $333 million in grants are being awarded to communities around the nation. This past Saturday at approximately 5:02 a.m., Muleshoe Police Department received a call in reference to a one-vehicle rollover on US 70 near the 240-mile marker. It was determined that the vehicle left the roadway and overcorrected, causing it to roll. The driver of the vehicle was identified as Isaac Lubanos. Isaac was transported to Muleshoe Area Medical Center and then transferred to University Medical Center in Lubbock. The passenger of the vehicle, his brother, Joey Lubanos, 21, was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced dead at the scene at 5:50 a.m. by the Justice of the Peace in Bailey County. Isaac informed law enforcement that he was driving himself and Joey back to Muleshoe from a party in Clovis. The crash remains under investigation by the Texas Highway Patrol troopers. New Mexico leaders are joining Xcel Energy officials today in breaking ground on the 522-megawatt Sagamore Wind Project near Dora in Roosevelt County. When operational in the latter part of 2020, the wind energy facility will boost the area's power supply with clean, affordable wind energy and reduce fuel costs for Xcel Energy customers in both New Mexico and Texas. Xcel Energy will invest close to $900 million to erect 240 turbines capable of generating 522 megawatts of electricity, enough to power 194,000 typical homes annually. Upon completion in late 2020, it will be the single largest wind energy plant in New Mexico. 8.8 million people around the mountain region will travel this holiday season from Saturday through Wednesday, January 1st. That is the most in nearly 20 years since AAA New Mexico began tracking in 2000 and represents an increase of 4% over last year. More than 7.8 million of those holiday travelers will drive to their destinations. The mountain region includes New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, Utah, and Wyoming. This projected record-setting trend will be seen through the country as 115.6 million will travel at the end of 2019. For more news as it happens, click yournewsnm.com.